Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I have a bunch of book recommendations for books with sibling relationships in them for you. So this is going to be a two-part series. So this first part is going to be the young adult books that have siblings in them, and these are some of my favorites. Most of these have really good depictions of sibling relationships. Some of them don't. Let's get into it. So the first book that I'd like to recommend for a pretty good sibling relationship is going to be City of Bones. So the siblings I'm talking about in this are Alec, Isabel, and Max. Their sibling relationship is just so awesome. They're like typical siblings. They fight, they tear each other up, but they also protect each other. I love the way these guys interact with each other, and the sibling relationship in this is just awesome. And no, we will not be talking about the whole Clary and Jace thing. But yeah, Alec and Isabel and Max are some of my favorite sibling relationships. So next up is going to be the upside of Unrequited. So Molly and her sister Cassie are twins, and I really like how they interact because they're very different for being twins. Molly is very like a wallflower type person. She's very shy, but also kind of outgoing and very crafty. And her sister Cassie is complete opposite. She's like extrovert person. She wants to party all the time. She wants to hang out with her friends. She's always getting into trouble, and they have their ups and downs for being siblings, and that's, you know, that's typical really. But I really like how they interact in this, and they're always very supportive of each other no matter what's going on. Alright, so the next one is going to be Foolish Hearts. Claudia and Alex have a really interesting relationship. Alex is Claudia's older brother, and he's very like attached to his sister, and they play online video games together, which I think is really awesome that an older brother is taking the time to show his younger sibling how to play this game and also be really into it. And they really care for each other even when they're at odds and fighting about things, or, you know, fighting about their friends who they hang out with. And this is by far one of my favorite contemporary books as well, and I would highly recommend checking this one out if you guys are interested in contemporary but also like into fluffy reads and stuff with gaming culture and just all sorts of other fluffy awesomeness. Okay, so the next book up that I'm going to recommend is going to be The Glass Spare. So this is one that doesn't have like the greatest sibling relationships depicted. So the main character, Wilhelmina, she is the fourth child of the king, and she kind of does her own thing. She's kind of out of the spotlight, so nobody really knows who she is, and she sneaks out of the castle all the time on adventures with her brothers. I really like most of the sibling relationships in this one. So her oldest brother is like her biggest fan, and the middle brother does not like her, and the younger brother is basically attached to her. Those two are basically attached at the hip. They may as well have been twins. There's an accident where Will accidentally kills her oldest brother, and basically her father shuns her and sends her away and tells everybody that they died. It causes a big, huge rift between the family, and there's all sorts of problems. And the one brother, her favorite brother, Gertie, has like this single-minded hope that Wilhelmina is still alive. Okay, so the next book that I'm going to recommend is going to be Caraval. So this is one that also does not have the greatest sibling relationships. So Scarlett and her sister Tella they're basically stuck in their home life, and it's not the greatest, and it's not necessarily abusive, but it kind of is, and they just want to get away, so they get tickets to Caraval, which is this show that's put on, and it's very dangerous but also very whimsical and magical and all sorts of really cool stuff. Tella ends up being part of this show and like runs away, and Scarlett's just trying to get her back so they can go back home so they don't get in trouble, and Tella's just not having any of it. She doesn't want to do anything. She just wants to stay there and have fun. They don't have the greatest relationship, but also they kind of do. It's an interesting sibling relationship. Okay, and so the last book for the young adult portion of this video is going to be Lady Midnight. So basically the entire Blackthorn family they just stole my heart. Like seriously, they stole my heart, and I love them all to pieces. Julian is the oldest, and basically he's taking care of 6 kids on his own. Not really on his own, but pretty much. He and Emma, his parabatai, and the people that they live with at the Institute, and their uncle, but he's not really a big help. So Julian ends up raising these 6 kids and is pretty much their father figure, and he loves all of these kids to pieces too. Like if you want like a good sibling relationship book, this is the one I would recommend, because this book is filled with love. But yeah, this is like one of the best sibling relationships. Cassandra Clare is really great at writing sibling relationships, I think, because you bounce around from the Lightwoods in the Immortal Instruments to the Herondales in the Infernal Devices to the Blackthorns in the Dark Artifices series. They're all just really amazing and all full of love and perfect sibling relationships where they fight but they love each other, and this is definitely one of my favorites, and I would highly recommend it for anybody who has any of these other ones. Read this one at least. Read this series because you'll fall in love with these characters. Alright guys, so that was it for the young adult portion of this book recommendation. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Like I said, these are all some of my favorite sibling relationships in young adult books, so I hope you guys like them. Who is your favorite like sibling duo or group in a young adult book? Let me know down in the comments. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button, and if you guys want to check me out on social media, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.